I'm sure you all heard about this. Some type of internet celebrity takes her own life. Yeah, hangs herself. I don't know what it is about these people taking their own goddamn lives nowadays. What in the fuck's wrong anyway? Can anybody tell me? So if you Google her name, talk about commit suicide, blah blah blah. They say the TV show for VH1, which lasts like what, 2 fucking seasons. I don't know. Even then, who knows what the fuck was going on in her goddamn mind when she actually took her own life. And I don't have to mention names right there. It's like right up there in the headline. Like so many people sit there and choose to hang themselves. But if you check Stevie Ryan's Internet Movie Database page, it doesn't even list their death yet. Like what they say on Twitter anyway. Imagine her name on Twitter, tweets about grief, and then at least people do have compassion. Say people end up getting upset these days. It seems like nowadays, it seems like too many people nowadays, they get depressed and all that bullshit. So they get depressed. I think the best way to deal with it is taking their own goddamn lives. Yeah, right. Like say Stevie Ryan simply hangs herself. If you looked at her YouTube channel, it's like over the news there and everything. Or discussion. That is like an insensitive comment right there. Why would they call somebody who takes their own life an idiot? So what many people can't afford to pay rent. At least some people have compassion. Like they're saying, like over Twitter, they're sitting there. Say losing a star or whatever. I'm sure all Stevie Ryan's fans are probably like upset. They're probably all upset that she's gone. Even her family's probably sitting there so upset too. Seems like when somebody dies, there's always gonna be loved ones grieving for that person's over what happened. There's always gonna be somebody out there grieving. For what reason? Yeah, and say people taking their own lives. People like mentally or whatever taking their own goddamn lives. Not just hanging themselves, but by other means, like doing belly flops off of bridges, which is like pathetic. Oh yeah, it's so pathetic when there's people out there that take their own goddamn lives, not just hanging themselves, but decide they do a little belly flop off a bridge somewhere, which is ridiculous, or doing a little swan dive off a skyscraper, which is much worse. Or too many people nowadays. They say if they want to kill themselves and they have access to firearms, they try to do something more deplorable, which is like shoot themselves with it. Yeah, it is true. There are people out there that decided to blow their brains out, which is much more messy. It's real messy. Especially what causes people to take their lives and shit. Can anybody even tell me? Like all the shit that goes on out there. You have all these fucking people taking their own goddamn lives. And some people, oh, they should just get fucking professional help. But the only goddamn fucking problem is professional help apparently don't do shit these days. Even then, it's like much worse. You got like there's those cocksuckers that want to kill themselves, but don't want but decide they want to become fucking well known for say doing something horrific. It's so pathetic. It's like so fucking pathetic. So like her with had talent, success, whatever. And she talks about her late grandfather. And they says beneath the message, they flood her page with shock of her death. Yeah, somebody says, ooh. But I start with depression. Yeah, so he got success on YouTube with impersonating celebrities, and then gets a sketch comedy show which failed. Well, it did get 2 years. But there's much worse ways to go these days. It's so pathetic. I am not showing happiness. Oh, and to be honest, it's totally unfortunate for this person to take her own life, for her to be dead but taking her own life. It seemed like why is it so many people nowadays take their own goddamn lives? They take their own goddamn lives for what reason? Yeah. I personally, the whole concept of suicide is fucking deplorable. Suicide is deplorable. And besides, if anybody fucking has any goddamn trouble with, say, being depressed and shit, they should just see if professional help actually fucking works. And even then, there's depressed people that take their own that take their own goddamn lives, and nobody knows what the fuck caused them to do it. What possesses people to commit suicide? And yeah, she did take her own life, so yeah, it is pretty much like practically suicide. Check the click on the news. People magazine says suicide, dies by suicide. Yeah, apparent suicide. I think everybody knows that. Yeah, so should they regret? Go back to Twitter and see. Talking about grief. Yeah, practically suicide is deplorable. Sure. Yeah, I figured grandfather dies a couple days before. But what caused that, who knows? Then she takes her own life. I tell you, the shit people do these days. It's fucked up, extremely fucked up, in the head. Bullshit is what it is. And now her family's gonna be sending her. They're practically upset as it is anyway. Figure what happened to her, what happened to her grandfather. The family was probably already upset as it is. And her taking her own life it's gonna make it much worse for them. Because now that's the second person you have to fucking bury like in so many goddamn days. Like what the fuck is wrong? What the fuck's wrong with some people these days? What in the rat's motherfuck is wrong with people these days? I wish I fucking knew. If anybody has anything to fucking say, just let me know. So pathetic what people do these days.